Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here to talk to you about the books I hauled in May. So I was a little more reserved this month and only hauled 11 books. Saying that, only 2 of them I didn't purchase. And a lot of them I purchased full price in a bookshop, which I never do. So, yeah. Let's just start getting into these books, shall we? Let's not waste any time. The first one, I have finally been sucked in by my friend at work. She said I had to start reading the Bridgerton series. So I have The Duke and I by Julia Quinn. This has the fake Netflix thing. I'm not too bothered because I have no emotional tie to this series, so it's fine. I know it's on Netflix. But yeah, I've been told that even if I don't love this, I just need to give it a go. I know nothing about Bridgerton. I'm going to go in completely blind. I've not even read the back before. No, let's not. I know nothing about it. Hopefully it's fun. I don't know. But I should say I got this from WH Smith's. They were doing a deal on this one and the next one I'm going to show, which is Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. This is the book that comes after Chain of Gold. Yes, Chain of Gold. I've had Chain of Gold for a long time. They've just released the cover for number 3 of this series. I'm gonna have to read this at some point, so I may as well buy it when I see it on offer. I've just seen the last name of the first character. I don't know whether that spoiled anything for me. It's fine. If you are new to my channel or have forgotten, which I don't blame you, I am slowly making my way through the Cassandra Clare books. I've read the Infernal Devices before, but I am reading them again and I am up to City of Heavenly Fire of the Mortal Instruments. Apart from that, I read nothing. So quite excited to carry on with the series, and yeah, another one to add to the shelves. Next up, a complete purchase on a whim because it was in Poundland. It was £1, and that is Love After Love by Ingrid Persaud. I still don't really know if I'm gonna love this. It was the Costa Book Awards winner of 2020 and Richard Osman says he adored it, so I don't know. It says, meet the Ramdin Cheaton family, forged through loneliness, broken by secrets, saved by love. I don't know. It was £1. I couldn't leave it. I am storming through these today. The next one I got for £1 in Poundland was Looking for Fireworks by Holly Cavendish. This one seems way more up my alley. It says, when her father becomes ill, single city girl Lainey Barwell moves to the Cotswolds to look after him. She's been looking for fireworks in her love life ever since she broke up with her predictable ex-boyfriend Giles, but she has no thoughts of kindling the spark she's looking for here. If she can't find love in a big city like London, with all its internet dating, singles nights and socials, how can she ever hope to meet a man of her dreams in the tiny village of St. Pontian? But there are 2 prospects when she gets there. Martin, who can always be depended on for a kind word of advice, or Toby, who is distant but sets her heart ablaze. And yeah, definitely sounds more like my cup of tea. A silly little romance for £1. We love it. Next up, I got a book in the works and I was quite pleased to see it there so soon after release, and that is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I have not read any of Emily Henry's books, but I have Beach Read, You and Me on Vacation, and now Book Lovers. To be honest, I don't think I even read the blurb. Everyone was just going crazy, so I bought it. And it was £5, so for a new release. It says Nora is a cutthroat literary agent at the top of her game. Her whole life is books. Charlie is an editor with a gift for creating bestsellers, and he's Nora's work nemesis. We're going to skip a bit because I don't want to just keep reading the blurb, but it says it's a small town straight out of a romance novel, but instead of meeting sexy lumberjacks, handsome doctors or cute bartenders, Nora keeps bumping into Charlie. And I'm loving the small town vibes. I didn't realise there were small town vibes. Hopefully I'm going to love Emily Henry because I now have all her books. Next up, we have one that I knew I had to get as soon as it came out in paperback, and that is 3 Sisters by Heather Morris. I have read The Tattooist of Auschwitz, I've read Silka's Journey, I gave them both 5 stars, or 4.5 and 5, and I knew I had to read this one. I will be buddy reading it with Chelsea over at Readlaxation at some point because we've read them all together. But this one is about Sibby, Magda and Livia, and all of these books, if you can't guess from the cover and the title of the first book, The Tattooist of Auschwitz, they are books set around true stories of people that came from Auschwitz and were in Auschwitz. So the first one is about Leo, who is the tattooist of Auschwitz. One of his jobs is putting the tattooed numbers onto people. And then we followed Silka, who was a young girl who basically did what she needed to do to survive. So these 3 girls have been mentioned. At just 16, Livia is ordered to Auschwitz by the Nazis. Sibi, only 19 herself, follows Livia, determined to protect her sister or die with her. Magda, only 18, stays with her mother and grandmother, hiding out in a neighbour's attic in the forest when the Nazi militia come. Eventually, she too is captured and transported to the death camp. In Auschwitz-Birkenau, the 3 sisters are reunited, and remembering their father, they make a new promise, this time to each other, that they will survive. I'm getting all choked up. So yeah, very excited to read this one. Sounds very emotional. And that was actually on a buy one get one half price. So the other one I got is All That's Left in the World, sorry about the glare, by Eric J. Brown. And this one has been described as like Wranglestone, which by Darren Charlton, which I liked the idea of, but I didn't necessarily love the writing. So I'm hoping that this fills the gap I needed to. This is about Jamie and Andrew, who are strangers and 2 of the last people left alive. After a catastrophic event wipes out most of the population, Jamie finds himself alone in a cabin in the woods. He's learned to fear other desperate survivors, but when he meets the injured Andrew, Jamie is compelled to help. As they step out into this strange new world together, their friendship begins to feel like something more. So yeah, if you've read Wranglestone, I'm getting the exact same vibes. And I'm excited about this one. I also love the cover, like love it. Next up, this one was half price and I'm very happy about it. And that is Velvet Was the Night by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I have not yet read Mexican Gothic, so I'm not sure why I felt compelled to get this, but my copies do match and it's signed. So could I leave a signed book in Waterstones? No, I couldn't. I genuinely haven't even read the inside. I just grabbed it. From the internationally best-selling author of Mexican Gothic, which Chloe still hasn't read, comes a riveting noir, don't know, about a daydreaming secretary, oh my god, and a lonely enforcer and the missing woman they are both hunting. I don't know, it was half price. It's pretty and it's signed, so that's my only justification there. And the last book I got in Waterstones was The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I have seen this doing the rounds and I decided I needed to know what it was about. This is about Rowan and Zara, and Rowan is a rich, very rich guy who owns production companies, 5-star hotels, theme parks. Everything can be mine if I renovate Dreamland. Hiring Zara was a great plan until I fell for her. And then there's all stuff about Zara being like, oh, he's a bit of an annoying boss, blah, blah, blah. So it is a working relationship turned something more by the sound of it. I just think it all looks very cool. Like the chapter headings are little like theme park rides, little roller coasters. I think it's cute. It says The Fine Print is the first book in a series of spicy standalone novels featuring 3 billionaire brothers. I've already seen the second one in Waterstones, Terms and Conditions, so I didn't know they were standalones, which is really good because I nearly bought number 2 yesterday. It looks like it's going to be fun, I'm sorry. Then we have 2 more books. We're nearly there, guys. The first one I have is The Lady Rogue by Jen Bennett. I still have not taken this ribbon off. This was a gift from the lovely Laura. She was unhauling things from her shelves and had no interest in reading this. Remembered how much I love Jen Bennett. I still do think that woman is my favourite author. So now I own it. And I'm so grateful. Maybe I do need to take the ribbon off now, because every time I go to read the blurb, I can't actually read it. Oh no, Laura, this is tied very tight. I may have to cut it. Saved it. Okay. Very pretty cover. This says, travelling with her treasure-hunting father has always been a dream for Theodora. She's read every book in his library, wields an impressive knowledge of the world's most sought-after relics, and has all the ambition in the world. What she doesn't have is her father's permission. That honour goes to her father's 18-year-old protégé and once upon a time love of Theodora's life, Huck Gallagher. Well, she's left alone to sit in a hotel in Istanbul until Huck arrives from an expedition without her father and enlists Theodora's help in rescuing him. Armed with her father's travel journal, the reluctant duo learns that her father has been digging up information on a legendary magical ring that once belonged to Vlad the Impaler, aka the real-life Dracula, and that it might be the key to finding him. And I just think that sounds like a very, very good time. Not something I would normally read, but from Jen Bennett, I'm willing to give anything a go. So I'm excited. And finally, we have a lovely arc from the team at Harper 360 YA, and that is Meet Me in the Middle by Alex Light. I've read The Upside of Falling by Alex Light and I really enjoyed it. It was such an easy read. I think I gave it 4 stars. So when I saw that this was coming up on the arc list, I definitely requested it. and it does say Wattpad superstar Alex Light, so it was very Wattpad, the first book, but I had a great time with it. This is about Eden, had her best friend Katie. She didn't need anyone else, but then there was trauma. Katie's older brother, the artist, the recluse, the boy with the innocent smile and the dangerous eyes. Eden had never really known Truman, not until the night of Katie's accident. That was the night they'd finally let each other into their orbits, only to have the sky crashing down upon them. Just sounds so intense. This comes out on the 22nd of July, so hopefully I will read it in time. I really, really hope I do. I don't know whether I'm going to fit it in June or July, but hopefully I'm going to read it in time. Fingers crossed. And I'm so grateful to be receiving ARCs from Harper still, even though I never read them on time. So thank you very much, team at Harper 360. I really appreciate it. And yeah, get some amazing ARCs. So I'm very, very happy about this one. And there we have it. Those are all of the books that I hauled in May. My June stack is looking nearly bigger already, and it is only the 9th. So that is something. And I'm going away in 9 days. So who knows how big my book haul will be next month. I'm kind of scared. I did say I wanted to get my TBR, my physical TBR, down to under 300 books by the time we hit Yalk. It's currently at 330, so I don't really see that happening, but I'm going to try my damn best to get there. But yes, I've been waffling on for a little while now after going through all the books, which you don't need. I just need to talk to someone. So on that note, thank you very, very much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.